Hi everyone, my name is Isabella and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, please do like and subscribe if you like this video. So I just came home from my vacation in Slovenia and Croatia. It's really fun and I also create a video about it. But in today's topic, let's just talk. My topic today is about my experience working in Philippines, working in Asia versus working here in Europe. The management, the difference, the culture, those differences, and which one do I like. So let's get started. Maybe some of you will say that I should not make this kind of video because we all know that Asia is totally different than Europe, but this is just based on my experience, based on an Asian woman experience who worked in Asia, in Philippines, and now here in Europe. And the things that the main things here is that in Asia they are like more workaholic. They like working, and sometimes there is no life-work balance with that. So the number one here that I noticed is when I was working in Philippines, I cannot hold my phone. I cannot show the management or anyone or my team leader or my supervisor that I'm holding my phone, or even my phone is on the table, because I don't know, they just don't like people holding the phone. Like in Asia, if they are paying you, they want to really use everything, every single minute of you working for them. And here in Europe, it's fine to have phone in the table. Like, it's totally fine. All the company that I have been with, of course, I'm not playing mobile games in front of my manager. It's just like if you have some emergency, if you don't do anything, if you're on break, then you can use your phone on your table or where you are seated. But it doesn't work like that in Asia. In Europe, it's totally fine to have a mobile phone. And then one day, I have kind of emergency. I was working in Asia and Philippines, and it's a call center. So I do have some kind of emergency that I have to wait for my dad's message or text message because it's some kind of important things. And I try to hide my phone in my pocket, and I go inside the workplace, and then because I really wait for this message from my dad, and all of a sudden the guard go to my place and say that you have your phone there, give me your phone, because the CCTV is everywhere. This is also the thing in Asia. You're working in Asia, even department store, even everywhere, the CCTV is just like anywhere in the place. So they see it, they caught it, that the phone is there. And you know what I did? You know what they want me to do, the HR? They want me to write them like 3 pages of explanatory that I need to explain why I have my phone there. And then what they also do is they reset everything. Like they deleted everything that is on my phone. All the photos, all the... You know what I mean. Everything. It's really frustrating. Like, why? Like, I'm not stealing any information because they're afraid that you will steal some data, and they can see it in the CCTV. I'm not using even my phone. They just saw it on my pocket, but I'm not using it while working. And this video of mine is for everything in Asia. Like, I'm not only referring to Philippines, because I also have a Chinese friends who work in a Japanese company and it's all the same. I have Indonesian friends who work in a Korean company and it's all the same. Like, they are just micromanaging. They want you to work like a cow. But that's the very truth. The second thing is, yes, the micromanagement. Here in Europe, of course, there are some companies that really micromanage. I did not experience like very bad micromanagement. I can still bear it. That's why I still work, even though the company is kind of micromanagement. But in Asia, because I'm kind of used to it, I moved here in Europe and I used to micromanagement because that's how I experienced in Asia when I was there. And here it's like, even my colleague in the Philippines, they are working in a call center and there is a COVID, right, before. And so the company is okay for them to work at home. So I also have some friends who are just home-based, who work full-time at home. But there's one thing that they have to do. They have to turn on Zoom. They have to turn on the camera so the the supervisor, the manager can always see them working. Like, you cannot just go anywhere. I'm paying you all the single minutes of you here in this company, working here every day. I'm paying that, so I need to see you. So this friends of mine is working in the corporate industry, home base, full time, and every time that they work, their camera is always open. They cannot even look on their phone. They cannot even search anything because it's just really micromanaging. Okay, and here in Europe, it's like they rely on you. They trust you. They trust that you will do your job. Here in Europe, you just do your job. Just do what is on your contract, and we don't care if what you're gonna do. Like, you're working from home, just finish all your tasks. As long as you don't have any overdue, that's totally fine with them. Okay, now I will tell you my experience in the Philippines where my boss just yelled at me, like the owner of the company. This is not corporate, so don't worry. It's just like I have a lot of experience in corporate job than not. So when I graduated in college, in university, my first job is working in an office, a small office where they produce an oxygen for hospital, so medical oxygen. They also produce some different kind of oxygen, acetylene, and things like gas, all the gas. So this boss of mine, he's Chinese, and they are like one of the richest in the city. They own a 5-star hotel there, so they are really rich. But there are times that I made a mistake, like just 1 or 2 numbers on the notebook, because it's very like manual. We have all the notebooks, no computer. We just have notes, a lot of receipt, and telephone, our own telephone, so our boss can just call us. And we are always nervous with him. And every time that any one of us made mistake, he scream, like really scream, and like insult. He is saying that you are stupid, what kind of brain you have, and some things like that. It's kind of like different, right? Like they can just scream to someone. And I also see this a lot of times, because I'm not saying the Chinese are like that, but I work in a medical spa before as a therapist, and it's in Chinatown in Manila, Philippines. And every time that I go there in Chinatown, because it's cheap and it's nice, so I go there, and all of a sudden I just hear a lot of Chinese screaming to their employee. Like, I never see here in Europe, in Germany, or I've been a lot of country here in Europe that the boss screams to their employee. It's very weird. And there's one more thing. In Asia, it's either Philippines, India, Indonesia, Vietnam. They will post a job. There's a job opening. And they will put there the qualification. If you possess this qualification, then we will take you. So, number 1 is you need to have a degree, a bachelor degree, or you need to go to college for us to take you. And then number 2, you need to have a pleasing personality, and you need to be computer literate, which everyone is like literate in computer there. So the position of this job is only a sales lady. Like, it's inside the department store, and you need to have a degree in college for you to take this. And you will be a cashier as well. For example, you will have a cashier. You will be a cashier in my small department store, but I want you to have a degree in accounting. Like, seriously? I understand there's a lot of people in Asia. There's a lot of people, Philippines, India, and anywhere Southeast Asia. There's just a lot of people. That's why they just demand. But here in Europe, if you can read, if you can write, you are high school graduate, then this is the job for you. We don't care if you look good or not. So here in Europe, they don't care if you look good or not, as long as you can read, you can write, you finish at least high school, or you were a high school level, then that's totally fine. And they even have higher salary than these things in Southeast Asia, in Philippines, where they demand a lot of things, and then for this kind of job, for this specific job, for this very low salary. Now let's talk about good thing. Good thing about Southeast Asia. We all know that they are more stricter there. It's because of the culture. It's because of how we are raised as well as Asian people, and our parents experience this as well. But the good thing that I experience is in Asia, you have more nicer colleagues. Like, they are just very friendly. This is like the difference. They are very friendly. You can eat lunch with them every day after work. You can go somewhere. You can hang out. It's more easier in Asia to make friends than in Europe. Here in Europe, everyone are serious. They are just like, no, they are kind of timid, and you cannot easily be friends with someone. So this is like the good thing in Asia. The other things is that not good or not bad as well, neutral. It's like in Asia, Southeast Asia, specifically in Philippines, I work there. You have to respect, like really high level of respect to the manager, to the director, to your mentor, to your supervisor. Like, we always call them, hi team leader, how are you? And it's necessary to have respect. In Europe, we call our director, we call our manager by their name. Like, hey, how are you? Hey, John, how are you? But in Asia, if you will say this, oh my God, you will have a written warning that you are not being respectful. And it happened to me before, because I was working in some the medical spa as a therapist, and I just called the front desk as her name. And she went mad at me, and she called me to some meeting room. Don't do this again. You don't have any respect. I am older here than you. So this is like, for me, it's just, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that I'm being disrespectful. But this is like a big difference for me when I was working here. Because here you don't need to call everyone sir, hello boss, how are you? This is really necessary. The title is really necessary. Or hi doctor, how are you? No, of course, sometimes we like respecting more, so we call like boss, how are you? But it's not mandatory. You can call them by their first name. I don't make this video just to disappoint you. This is just like the reality. This is based on what I've experienced. Maybe some other people have different experience as well, working in Asia versus working in Europe or working in USA. But this is solely based on my personal experience, what I've noticed. And I understand that there's a lot of people who wants to work abroad. Like, there's a lot of people in the Philippines who wants to work somewhere else because of the system. Because here, like for example here in Europe, even though there are just like the job is only like a truck driver, for example, they're only a cleaning or a janitor, they're only cleaning a toilet and some things like that, the salary is also high. Not very high, but they can already travel where they want. But in Asia, if you are cleaning a toilet, then your salary is just really enough for the next salary. It's just really enough for everyday living. But here there are like more opportunity. Like we have health insurance, for example. We don't need to like pay if we go to hospital because it's already deducting from our salary. We don't have to pay even single penny. In Philippines, we also have health insurance, but there's only some specific amount that this insurance can pay. Not everything. And here in Europe, even though, like, yes, I told you, even though you're like a truck driver, you are a sales lady in the department store, you are like cleaning outside, cleaning the street, you have the advantage to go for vacation, to at least buy what you want, eat what you want. But in Asia, it's very different, and there's like a very low salary. Of course, the cost of living is also low there compared to here. But I really saved money when I was here in Europe. But when I was in Asia, I have zero. I really have zero balance. I cannot save because there's just not enough money, not enough salary for everything. So I'm very sad about this, and if I have to choose whether I will still work there, I will have a chance to work there, I will say no. Because you know what, in my company, in my work, like right now and the previous work, they have some kind of they are everywhere in the world. So they have some branches everywhere. We have branches here. So once I was told that you are doing really great in your work, just keep it up, because maybe one day we will send you to this, we will send you to Singapore, or we will send you to China to work there. And I would just say, no, no, no. I don't want to work there. I'm just doing my job, but I would like to stay here. I will not work there because I know how they are. I know how the management is there. And sometimes you should fit in the company for you to have like a good mark, good salary, because they also paid okay if you are like already like long time in the company. But if I will have to choose, I'm very thankful and happy where I am right now. Okay, so thank you so much guys for watching this vlog, watching this video, watching my discussion, and I hope you enjoy it, or I hope that you learned something. I'm not telling you not to go to Asia, not to work there, because sometimes if you are from Europe and you have like a high ranked or high title in the management, they will send you to Asia, but you will not be treated like Asian people. You will not be treated like really, really badly or micromanagement because you are kind of a boss. They will not just send you to Asia just to be like them. So don't worry about that. And I hope you like this video. I will be creating some more videos soon. So thank you so much, and please subscribe. Have a good day, guys. Bye.